Yeah,
Sure is.
Tell us again now that we're recording.
Yeah, what's the Jensen staple?
What's the Jansen staple? Tell him, Q.
Chicken, rice, and almond butter.
You got to throw some banana in that. That's the
you need a
move.
little banana.
Uh-huh.
I had the banana first before the call.
Oh, you don't mix it in?
You got to mix it in, bro. It's so good.
I can't. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
I've done that before. Shove the banana in there. Yeah,
A little bit of pink salt, some ground cinnamon in there.
What makes it
the cinnamon.
the Matt Jensen special? Is it the added almond butter? Is that what it is? Because chicken and rice is pretty simple, right?
Yeah, it's the almond butter. Because you don't think that would taste good together, but it actually is pretty good.
Yeah, first time Matt put it in my plan, it was like chicken, almond butter, banana, and I was confused, and I mixed it all together, and it's amazing. Super good.
I actually, steak and almond butter is actually pretty good.
I haven't had that.
My first meal, he gives me the option of steak, mac oil, or almond butter, and I like almond butter, so I would mix them all together. I'm like, yo, this is actually really good.
Do you not really do whole eggs in your diet right now?
Zero.
Really?
Eggs bloat me, yeah.
Dude, I have 2 eggs in my plan right now, and I've actually was just talking to Matt. I think I'm gonna sub it out for like avocado because I think it's bloating me.
Yeah, as far as fats go, I stick to like some steak, avocado, olive or mac oil, and then like almond butter.
Yeah.
So the mac oil, where do you guys buy it? Because I try to find some around here, the grocery stores. They don't really have it because
it's so hard to find. Yeah.
Uses it.
I can get it at Whole Foods. They have it at Whole Foods.
I seen
there was one. I don't think Whole Foods is in Canada though.
In Oakville.
Yeah, they have it at Trader Joe's.
Like 20 minutes away. I should go there.
They have it at Trader?
Yeah, I've seen one at Trader Joe's, but I just use olive oil. I like olive oil better. I
use olive oil for the most part. But I have to get my almond butter from Trader Joe's. It's the best almond butter ever.
Really?
Yes, dude. You got to get it. It's raw almond butter. It's phenomenal. I get everyone hooked on it.
Is it just almonds ingredient?
Yeah, that's all it is.
I like peanut butter.
Sodium or not? Sometimes I buy like the nut butters, and without the sodium, it tastes like not that good. The sodium makes it taste good.
Yeah.
I think I just ran almond butter for so long, then I switched to peanut butter, and now I'm on a peanut butter kick.
Peanut butter is really good too. I like peanut butter.
Sometimes that cheap, shitty like Jif is fucking delicious.
That's the best.
You know what I mean?
I love Jif.
I know, it's so good.
They shouldn't call it peanut butter though, right?
What should they
call it? Like a mixture of oil of seed oils. Huh?
Antoine, where'd you go?
Where did I go? What do you mean?
Wait, could you guys see him?
Yeah,
I can see him.
Oh, I can't see him.
Where'd you go?
He's like, where'd you go, Antoine?
So Q. So I think you click the grid. You can maybe choose what you see. Either the speaker shows up, or you can split it up.
I'm trying to
for the audience right now. We're using a new program, and we're just it's the first time we're using this program.
I think I need to get Guy to use this. I kind of like this better.
This is better for sure. Yeah. Well, it's not just, the functionality of it right now is nice, but it's the fucking quality. Like if you look at Maria's clips that she posts on IG compared to
crystal.
Yeah, it's crystal clear. That's why I was like, I was asking Jasmine, I was like, you're using my same camera and mic. Like, why the fuck does your shit look so much better? Well, there it is.
Yeah, that's cool. You can just ask Guy to message me. I'll help him out if you want.
Yeah, Guy's not that very good with technology.
He's not very savvy. Yesterday it was a mess.
We spent 45 minutes trying to correct audio problems.
You know what's funny though? If there's a zombie apocalypse and I gotta go to someone's house, I'm going to Guy's.
Yeah, for sure. He's
loaded with the weapons
and a meat locker
and just survival techniques.
The meat locker,
the cooking skills.
He could probably make beef jerky out of zombies, so that's perfect.
How do I make this full screen? Why does it not go in full screen?
Yours not full screen. Mine's full screen.
Really? Mine's it's most of the screen.
Is it a phone or a laptop you're using?
It's on my laptop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine is like I got this whole panel there, but it's fine.
Yeah,
as long as you can hear us and see us.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, so I got a question, guys. So, what do you guys think about Hassan and Phil Klahar?
Man, we talked about this yesterday on Mutant in the Mouth, and man, I don't recall seeing a tie like that on a show. Like, when's the last time you guys seen that?
The actual scoring card was tied.
Yeah.
So how did they decide?
I don't know. I kind of assume they just go off of maybe like conditioning and overall flow and just what maybe the overall package. I mean, it's pretty subjective at that point. That's tough.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Phil closed the door in the finals. Like, I think he looked better in the finals, and that's how they made their decision towards the end.
Yeah.
What about like the closing rounds? Did somebody get exhausted first?
Well, what I noticed
That would be a good tiebreaker.
What I noticed with Hassan is he does seem to struggle in some of the comparisons just with like stomach control. And we've seen that in Toronto. We've seen that in Toronto. Yeah.
That's true.
That was something
I think a good tiebreaker.
What did you trying to say?
Me? I think like a good tiebreaker would be just like you make them pose a lot and then see who gets tired first.
And see who fades. Yeah.
Run them to the ground.
Exactly. Yeah.
See who passes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or freezes up like Paul Dillette. Remember Paul Dillette when he froze up?
Yep.
That was pretty messed up.
Yeah, that's not good.
That was crazy. So, what do you think about the tiebreaker or not? What do you think about the result, though? Because some people say it goes both ways, and I tried to get some high quality picks. I think they were both good, but I think it wasn't their best conditioning for both of them. Unless
I try to reserve like having strong opinions on these types of things, especially if I'm not there. But just looking at pictures, it's hard. I mean, you see how like bubbly and round Hassan is, so you immediately your eyes are drawn to that, right? You just see how fucking crazy muscular he is. But we've also seen him in person where it just falls a little short just because of the conditioning. It's tough.
But either way, because I know both guys, right? And Hassan goes to Pure sometimes, and I know he diets super hard, and his wife is super nice and stuff. But then I also know Phil Klahar, how much that win means to him, right? Because he worked so hard for all these years to get like an open, like not masters, like a real fucking pro win like that.
Yeah, it's really cool for him. Almost 50 years old. Yeah, it's awesome.
I know. So
and that's a win for HD Muscle.
That's true.
You're right. Yeah. Cheers to Phil, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Team Klahar.
So Phil is such a nice guy too, man.
Yep, he is nice. He's like a big black teddy bear.
Yeah, you talking about how hard Hassan diets. I guess he went completely carb free from Toronto all the way to Orlando. Yep, 4 weeks with zero carbs.
Well, his wife told me that he starts 20 weeks out and then he doesn't like do carbs. He does a lot of cardio from the get go.
Man, that poor bastard.
I wonder how much cardio he does.
I don't know.
I wonder because you hear all this stuff and you like, I want to know. Like when you say you're doing a lot of cardio, what are we talking? 2 hours?
Like what's a lot of cardio? I was gonna say 2 hours.
Yeah, I feel like anything over 2 hours
be weird
gets to be a bit excessive. Yeah. But your conditioning wasn't great. How much cardio?
I mean, I could.
About 3 hours.
Dude, I wonder. I mean, it's not uncommon for guys to have to go over 2.
No, I mean, well, not anymore. But when I first started competing, the most I did was 3 hours.
3 fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would do an hour fasted, and then I did an hour after training, and then an hour before my last meal.
Man,
was that before your first show?
No, not that show. That was like what show was it? It was one of my second or third show, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The first show, I didn't do 3 hours of cardio, but I did a lot of HIIT cardio, like twice a day.
You look like it.
Really just.
You look like you burned everything off.
I literally did. Everything was gone.
I know. That's crazy. Oh, there we go. I exited off of something. Now I've got all 4 of us.
You can see us now?
Oh, I could see everybody before, but it was just kind of smaller and condensed in the corner. Now
okay.
Bigger. Yeah. Quinton, hurry up and finish that. I'm so tired of listening to you chew, dude.
I know.
Quinton,
gross.
Quinton, how's the off season since you're in a very, very long one?
No, it's great. Like right now, I feel amazing. I'm getting stronger every week. I don't have any more joint pain.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Like how do you feel?
That's awesome.
I feel good. We're about two weeks into prep. My morning weight today was like 295.
God, you're going up.
I keep going up. I go up and down. It'll drop a little bit, and then it just kind of rises. But I'm not. I don't feel watery at all. Like I don't feel like I'm just.
I don't think I've ever really seen you like watery.
No, but it gets in your head, right? When you're like in prep, and then the weight goes up, and you're like, "What the fuck?" You know, like this isn't good. And then you kind of look at yourself. You're like, you know what? I look good.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry a bit about it. I was dealing with that. Well, I was dealing with that shit at like 4 weeks out. Then you're tripping. I'm like, man, why am I shooting up 5 pounds and then down 3, then up 3, then down 4? But we kind of figured out what
it's
that
just
was.
Like a mind fuck, you know.
Yeah, there was some kind of issues on the chemical side of things, but
yeah,
easy fix.
Yep. So what? You're 19 weeks out? Is that what it is?
Weird.
18 now. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So this weekend it'll be 17. So we're about 18 now. Yeah.
Crazy.
What's the date of the Olympia this year?
November 2nd to the 5th.
November. Ooh.
Yeah.
Are we going to slowly be working back to that September date? I wonder.
I hope so.
Because I feel like it's just, I just don't, especially for how it aligns with shows like that December Olympia. Then you look at like how the lineup was coming into these other shows, like the spring shows that are usually fucking stacked. Like, you know, nobody wanted to do New York. Nobody did fucking, you know, these shows that normally are slammed full of guys because all the Olympians were fucking taking downtime.
Well, yeah, no one really wanted to do the Arnold.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Even though the Arnold was close, the Arnold was close enough, but yeah, it deterred a lot of guys.
You know, even though it, you know, toward the end it obviously got, you know, pretty competitive, but like in the beginning there was no one really.
It got competitive because of how much incentive there was, and like, you know, people, they were like, the fans were like fucking begging people to do the fucking show, like what the fuck,
and they upped the prize money too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I heard a rumor, Nick. Let me know if it's true. I heard a rumor that they're like, if you compete, we'll raise the prize money by $50,000 or something. Is that true, or it's a rumor?
No, that was significantly true. I don't know if it was like to have me in it, but they were basically like, you know, if we raise the prize money this amount, will Nick do the show? And then I was like, well, yeah, fuck it.
Wow.
So did they raise only first place? Yeah. Did they raise only first place winner, or they raised the second and the third too?
Yeah. So first place was 300, obviously. Second place was 120, I believe, because you get the 10 grand for the most, which I got 130. So yeah, I think 120. Third was 75.
So Nick, what was your first big check you got? That was like, holy shit.
The Arnold, when I won, that was basically what I got for second.
So you got what, 130 that year that you won?
Yeah.
Man, what's it like?
Because that was
6 figures.
So when I won, it was over. It was like I think it was like 120. I believe that's what it was. And then the following year, it went to 200, and then the year that just passed, it went up to 3.
Holy shit!
That's fucking nuts.
Is that all Arnold money?
Yeah,
Arnold's money.
Like, so not to get too personal, but what did you end up getting at the Olympia when you got 5th place? What was that?
I think 5th was 35.
35, and then 10 grand for winning New York. So you damn near cleared up $200K in winnings your rookie season.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun.
That's awesome.
I enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, you did.
So what was more? Because when I won my pro shows, it was only 10 grand, right? I mean, it's a loss by itself, but I won, and then I when they gave me the check, I was like, oh shit, true. I win money too. I forgot. Was it the same for you?
Yeah, when I did like my first show at Chicago, I didn't really think about prize money. And when I got 4th and they handed me, you know, a $4 grand check, even though it's not that much, I'm like, oh shit.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
I got $4 grand.
I got pay for my GH this prep.
Yeah.
Hold up. They give you $4 grand for 4th?
At Chicago, yeah.
Whoa.
Damn, that's
they pay a lot there?
Yeah, I was after prejudging, I wasn't even in the top 5. And then at finals I moved up 2 spots.
That was your first pro show, right?
Yeah. I feel like
it was
Go ahead. I'm
I did that. It was 6 weeks after North Americans when I turned pro. I did it 6 weeks later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool.
Because then the week that year, the week after, Antoine, you did I believe the Cali show.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to jump into that, but I decided to wait. So then that was why I did Chicago 6 weeks later. And plus, I kind of wanted to enjoy some food. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I get it. I'm glad you didn't do it because I think you would have probably beat me. Because there was me and Max Charles.
Yeah, Max Charles beat me, though. Like, that show, I lost to Akeem, Justin, and Max.
Oh. I guess rookie, my first show, I guess they just don't, make it a little bit harder for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it about that show, you think? Did you miss your peak at all, or do you think it was just like new guy on the scene?
I think that played a role. I actually think Chicago, in my opinion, when I really still look back, I think that was one of my best conditionings, to be honest.
Yeah, I recall you guys nailing it. Yeah.
We nailed it. I just think it was your first show. Let's throw you around a little bit, but I just think we were good. Like you had to place it right.
Yeah. Well, I think you almost needed that. Like I think that set the trajectory for the bodybuilder we see now on stage.
Oh yeah, I remember after that show. I remember I looked at Matt and I said, "Those three guys will never beat me again."
Fuck yeah,
and they did.
Yeah. No, for sure. No, they sure didn't,
yeah.
Nick.
All right, so I was trying to think, like, who's left to qualify for the Olympia this year? They're like Justin. Somewhat like Justin, yeah.
Yep.
And who else that we know of, like, so like good names, popular?
Hunter
Labrada, Regan Grimes.
Yeah,
Regan is doing.
Andrew's doing Texas, right?
I think so, yeah.
Both him and Hunter are doing it, I think.
Is Hunter still doing Tampa? Because I've been seeing them posting. I mean, he was supposed to do Tampa and Texas. That was the plan. But now I keep seeing things that are like, oh, here's Hunter 7 weeks out from Texas, 7 weeks out from Texas. But I'm like, he's also fucking 4 weeks out from, or 5 weeks out from Tampa. So I was wondering if he's still doing
like
Tampa.
his warm-up show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was his plan.
I could ask him.
Yeah, I was going to say,
when's the North Americans?
I'm not sure.
Sorry. Texas?
You don't know when you're competing?
Oh, shut up. God damn it, dude.
Sorry, I had to throw one in there, man. It's been a while.
So how's the prep? Are you like, because you talked a little bit yesterday on the phone, Justin, but
yeah.
Tell us how you feel with this prep coming up there, like this show.
I feel good. I mean, today was like that one of those days that like it was fucking hard to get on the bike in the morning. My legs just felt heavy. Like the first 20 minutes just felt like, when you're just pedaling or like on the stepper and your legs are completely lifeless and you're just like fucking just moving.
You were on the bike last night.
Yeah, I was on the bike last night when you and I were on the phone.
Yeah. So you were on the bike this morning too.
I have a bike in my spare bedroom. That's where I do most of my cardio.
Justin, have you done stairs at all this prep or not really?
Nope. I didn't do stairs last prep either. I just always usually do the bike.
Yeah.
So what do you do when your legs feel heavy in the morning?
I just fucking pedal my ass off, baby. I just do it.
You know how like a morning routine that helps you for it?
I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't do my cardio fasted. If I'm just like, dude, I'm feel useless right now. I'll eat a meal. I'll wait an hour and then I'll do my cardio. And then sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like I have a little more energy. And honestly, dude, I mean, the literature will support. It really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I personally like fasted. I like fasted better just because it feels better.
Yeah.
But really an hour after my breakfast, I'm fasted. Like my meal's gone. And
because you're also not eating much carbs anyway. So
no, I eat like 100 grams of rice in the morning and that's it. So
that's dieting.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes I'll do that and that'll help me. But for the most part, I just like to wake up, have a cup of coffee, take my morning health subs, and then just beeline for the room and fucking blast my cardio.
Yeah.
Evan Satopani actually never really liked doing fasted. He'd rather eat a meal, and then he felt like he would sweat more because his metabolism would be kicking a little bit. So he actually liked.
Yeah.
do his cardio after a meal or whatever, right? So
yeah, I really don't.
I think in the end, it's calories in, calories out.
Yeah, it is. It's calories in, calories out. You're burning the same amount of calories, regardless of whether or not you have food in your system. I mean, it's like it's bro science. And I think that if in your head you feel like it's working better, then lean into that. Is. You know what I mean? Like, cause there's power in that,
Oh, yeah.
So, but for me, I feel like some mornings I'm just like, fuck, I need to just eat a meal, and I'll just do like maybe some client work or some emails or just do some shit around the house. And then, an hour later, I feel like I got a little more energy. Then I'll go blaze my cardio.
Justin, how many meals do you eat before you train?
Usually 3.
3?
Mm-hmm. So I'll do
now, is that preference or is that like the way your schedule is?
It's just the way my schedule is, but sometimes I'll eat like on certain days that I don't have anything going on, I'll eat my breakfast and then I'll just go train just because like I can knock it out. But most of the times I just have stuff going on till about 2 and 3 in the afternoon.
Wait, so if you train after one meal, are you doing cardio still in the morning?
Yeah, I'll still do my cardio. I'll eat and then go. Yeah, it can. Yeah.
Whoa, bro, I'd be dead for that session.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been doing that lately. Like right now, if I had to train right now, I'd feel pretty shitty. So yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well, I know Sean Clarita was doing that when he had his baby girl. I know he would do his cardio, eat one meal, and then go train.
It's tough. Well, dude, I mean, it's fine if you're doing 30 minutes cardio right now, but I'm doing 50 in the morning.
Yeah,
so it's like 50 within 100 grams of rice. You're like, it's immediately gone. Then you get to the gym, you're like, oh fuck, you're just relying on stims at that point.
Yeah,
pre-HD ultra all day.
Pretty black.
Yeah, no shit.
I like one scoop of elite, one scoop of black.
Oh, you did this black? Yeah,
that's a good mix.
I did that the other day actually.
Well, I'm not big on stims because I like to just drink coffee.
But the one scoop of the black has like 160 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, which is that's about perfect.
When I mix that with the elite, I don't feel like over, you know what I mean? I feel good. I get a good pump. I feel energized, and it doesn't like wear me out throughout the at night. Like it just kind of.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Q, do you use the black sometimes, right? I've seen your videos.
Yeah, recently I started using it. There's a period where I only used the elite. I was off all stimulants, wasn't drinking coffee. And at first it was feeling great. Like I actually felt more energy. I started sleeping better. But I started to hit a wall a couple months ago. So I, reintroduced it. And now I have I have this whole pre-workout concoction. I have the 2 scoops of carbs. I got creatine. I put like a little bit of elite just so I can get that pump. Then I put 1 scoop of the black and relight, and I shake that bad boy up.
That's how we get it
rocking.
That's an awesome mixture, though.
You
do that like 30
Canada,
minutes before,
obviously.
Yeah.
So, Q, do you do the good stuff too? Because I know it's weed is legal here in Canada. So, do you do that here still, Quinton? Or
pre-workout?
Yeah.
No. Honestly, when I'm in prep, man, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like absolute garbage for like the last 6 weeks of prep. But during that period, I just I'm always high. Like I smoke a joint in the morning, smoke a joint right before training, smoke a joint right after training. Like edibles and yeah, but right now I'm good. I don't have like that kind of anxiety.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't smoke before training.
I'm already moving slow enough as it is. I don't need any contributing factors.
So, Q, do you have like really good mind-muscle connection when you do the weed stuff? Like I heard some people are like
the weed stuff,
really doing like one with the muscle and stuff, and just like the weed is making them like super like introspect and stuff. So like, how do you feel on it?
I'm somebody by nature. I'm more like I'm very like impulsive, and it's hard to keep still for me. So the weed actually slows me down. So it is pretty good for my training because I could actually focus. I could focus more on the eccentrics, and I'll take my time with the rest more.
That.
Well, I'm in recovery. Remember?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
It's funny because
I'm a drug addict, actually. I'm sorry, dude. That's really insensitive.
The only drug that would make me freak the fuck out was weed.
Yeah.
Everything else I could handle, but weed I was like, because I already overthink in real life.
Yeah.
And I think the stimulants that I was using would like kind of like put everything in line, kind of. But weed would just like enhance all the fucking things coming in, And it was just, I would just freak out. I would talk to someone and I would be like, are they thinking there's something stuck in my teeth? And I would just start freaking out.
Dude, that's paranoid. I get paranoid. I overthink shit, and like it makes my mind run. Like people go, oh, I take it right before bed. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I'm thinking all night about the dumbest shit. I'm like, fucking, did I lock my fucking car door? What the fuck? And then you start thinking about car doors and how car doors were made. Then you're going, are those fucking made in China, dude? How do they fucking make those fucking car doors? Like, God damn, dude. You know, you're like all fucking night just running my brain about nothing.
Yeah, and the thing is for me is that if I would like when I was using drugs in general, I was using a lot of I was not supposed to, right? And in my heart, I knew it was wrong. So when I would do the weed, I would start thinking about all the things that I did wrong, and like it would show me like how I am really, and then it would just like I was using drugs in the past to avoid reality. But then weed was like not doing that. It was like showing me more how fucking wrong I was.
It would like force some introspection, and addicts don't like that.
I didn't want to do that. When I was using drugs in the past, it was just I didn't want to feel. I didn't want to feel myself, and I didn't want to feel like how I felt because I didn't feel good ever.
I have a lot of friends in my area that are addicts, and I notice it like my friends who are addicts or recovering addicts, they just can't smoke weed. It just seems like one of those things that like it just doesn't really work with however their brain is wired at that stage in their life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it depends. Some people it doesn't work, right? I know a lot of people like it's funny in rehab. Everybody that was in there for weed were like white kids in their 20s, and they would become schizophrenic. Sometimes after just 2 times they would take weed, their brain would just go weird and they would become schizophrenic.
Really? Yeah, that's not all that uncommon.
They were predisposed to being schizophrenic, and usually for some reason it's always like white people or men in their 20s they will become schizophrenic. Like it's a chance there is. It's like, for example, like indigenous people and Asian people, they don't take alcohol as well as maybe Irish people. So I think depending on your genetics, there's some predisposition to certain like side effects that from drugs or whatever substances.
I don't know what it is, but I used to be I started smoking weed at like 13 years old, and I was a heavy smoker from like the 7th grade all through high school. And I'd wake up and take 3 fucking bong hits and go to school in the 8th grade. Like that was like my routine. And I would get high during lunch. I would get high, between classes because I needed to get high. I'd get off fucking school and I'd fucking get high. I'd be fucking leaving during lunch and going home and stealing my brother's weed, taking bong hits, going back to school. Like I was a fucking fiend. And it was just, I smoked all day, every day. I couldn't like eat a meal without it. I couldn't go to sleep without it. It was just, I just needed like, if I needed to eat, I needed 2 bong hits minimum before I could even eat a meal. Like I was so fucking dependent on this stuff. And that was like a good 4 or 5 year stint. But then after I got sick and I had meningitis, like I lost that tolerance and now I cannot even touch it. Like if I'm in a room where like my buddies are getting high, like start getting contact high immediately. I'm like, fucking, I feel like shit. And I feel like a fumbling, bumbling idiot. I can't talk. I like my appetite. People talk about getting, the munchies. My appetite goes away. Like, I don't know, man. It's just so bizarre how that substance just no longer works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It happens sometimes. For real. Like sometimes like people can do things and then something happens. For example, like I used to be able to take a lot of like caffeine, like from like pre-workouts, even the caffeine pills when I was younger. And since I did all like this party stuff, now it's like I'm gonna feel weird having like a lot of caffeine, except if it's coffee. If it's coffee, it's like it's fine. But for some reason, I'm gonna get like weird, and even my body will feel weird if I do a lot of synthetic caffeine. And before, it didn't do that. So it's like I don't know if I mess something up or it's like my body once it feels stimulants, it wants the real shit, so it makes me feel weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'm glad I don't. I mean, honestly, I don't want to smoke. I'm glad I have no tolerance to it. I don't want to be dependent on a substance, and that's what it was.
I agree.
Yeah,
but Q is pretty cool because you can just stop.
Yeah, you're that guy that can just. Yeah, you can just casually smoke like that. There's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, I'm in the industry. I grow weed. I sell weed. It's what I do for a living. So I've got nothing against it, but it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, don't get high off your own supply.
That's actually rule. I think rule number 1, baby.
Yeah. fucking drug dealer. Right?
What about you, Nick? Dealer. Nick, do you smoke?
No, I haven't smoked in I don't know how long. I used to smoke a lot in high school, a little bit after high school, but once I like really started, taking bodybuilding and competing serious, I kind of just stopped.
I just don't feel like it really meshes well with the lifestyle. For some people, it does.
Except for
I think I believe it does, but I don't know. I just never really got back into it.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Martinez, he was open about that in the past.
Yeah,
when shit wasn't that popular,
Mm-hmm.
He would just kind of like you, I guess, like on prep. Yeah, I think that's what he did. He was just like was comfortable doing that stuff, and it was like, I guess, helping him in some way.
Yeah, it seems pretty popular in in fitness, but that's those guys are drug addicts. They're losers. They're bums. I'm just kidding. That's
I mean, some of them are. Some of us are.
Yeah,
I was. I was an actual bum at some point. When you think about it.
Yeah, but look at you now.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
now you're the host of a podcast.
Oh yeah. Well, we're all kind of hosting this together.
Yeah, I think we are kind of all hosting together.
Yeah.
I feel like
we're all hosting,
especially this type of of thing. There, it's like, it's like a casual.
No fearless leader involved.
No fearless leader involved.
Yeah,
we're just a bunch of bros chatting, but like not really.
Yep.
Hey, what's the name of the podcast?
I have no idea.
We never came up with a name yet.
So I wanted to name it Pro Chat, but there was some pushback with some of us. So I don't think we're going to do that. But
yeah, I think
I don't know.
Nick liked the spin-off like Pure Muscle Radio. He said pure bullshit.
Yeah, pure bullshit.
Pure bullshit radio.
Which is like, it sounds good. It's got a ring to it, but then it's also like, oh, that's just pure bullshit.
Yeah.
Maybe it can sound derogatory.
Yes, but the cool thing with that, if we name it pure bullshit, whatever we say in the podcast can be taken seriously.
That's true. Honestly, it works.
So it's like,
pure bullshit.
Pure bullshit radio. Yeah, I like it. So
it can work.
I mean,
how about just leave some comments. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Because this is something we want to. Yeah, we want to do this like weekly for you guys and continue to bring more of us and, hopefully more entertainment to bodybuilding as a whole. So yeah, give us some names, some ideas.
I know. And what do you think would happen if we would have a fifth person?
I think it gets too much. We've done it before.
It's just like,
just be too much. And honestly, like the layout on the screen, like how it is right now. Yeah.
It would be like 3 and 2.
It's 4, then 1 in the bottom. Which is just.
I think 4 is about the max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did it on a bro chat. Sometimes we did like those live ones. I don't know if you're on those, Nick, where we'd have like 7 or 8 of us.
Yeah, I've done a couple.
Yeah,
he has everyone.
Yeah, I mean it was like fun for like a one-off or something, but it would just get pretty overwhelming. Everyone talking over each other, and then it's like
you don't know where to look.
Yeah, and it's hard to like form some actual genuine conversation amongst fucking 6 people, and then like the chemistry just feels a little off. So I think 4 is pretty good.
I think you're right. I think even in real life, if you're hanging out with 6 friends, what's the conversation like?
Well, think about it at a dinner table or something. If there's 6, 7 people, you're gonna find your 3 people you're gonna chat with, and they're gonna find their 3 people.
That's true. That's true.
100%.
Yeah. You know what would be cool though? I did that with Frank McGrath. We went on a live on IG for fun. Yeah. And people always request to go on the live, right? So I said, Frank, let's just accept some random people. So I started accepting people on the live, like random people, and I just started talking with them. And there was there was this. Felt bad, but there was this kid. He didn't speak, or he was deaf and mute, I think. So that was the first guy I accepted. He was deaf and mute, so he would just point and like make noises and point on the wall. He had pictures of himself with medals, but I was so confused. I was like. So I just like, all right, thanks for coming on. And I just like kind of like shut him off. And I was like, what happened? Then I realized what happened afterwards. I felt super bad. So I don't know. I felt like I forgot his name. I was like, I wanted to say I'm sorry to him. I think Frank was like, I think he was just pumped to be on, because he was like a fan of Frank or whatever. But,
sorry, my dog's going fucking crazy.
It's all right. Bring him on the podcast.
Let's see if I can.
Oh, mute. So, yes, muted. Yeah, so I think it would be kind of cool if we maybe we do a special live stream and we just get random people on.
Oh, yeah, I love that shit. I'm down.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Sorry, you guys ever fucking dude? I have on my Instacart and on my DoorDash, which I haven't been DoorDashing, guys. Trust me, I'm not cheating. I know kind of what you guys are thinking. But on my Instacart, I say, do not knock on my door. My dogs go crazy. And then they go fucking banging on my door every time they drop off my groceries. Like
I
dude,
write
don't.
the same thing.
Dude, just I put it in the notes. Like, I know you're here. I get the text message notification. Just fucking set it down and leave. But ringing my fucking doorbell and my dogs go crazy.
I literally write the same thing. Do not knock on the door.
Yeah, and then they still do.
And they still do it.
So that's what I'm doing now, by the way. These fucking the audacity of these people to do my shopping for me and then knock on my door.
And don't read the notes.
If you knock, no tip. If you don't knock,
that's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Justin, how many pets do you have?
I feel like every time you ask me something, Quinton, it's like a setup for some joke where you're.
No, listen, I've changed, man. I've changed. I'm a new person.
You're growing up, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I just want to know how many pets you have, bro.
I have 2 dogs and 1 cat. How about you?
I don't have any, man.
Oh,
what's your cat's name?
My cat's name is Fergie.
Okay, you can tell a lot about a person by what they name their cat.
Oh, really? What did you just learn about me?
Honestly, you're pretty okay, man.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
My dog's name is Wally.
Just two of them, though, right?
Yeah, Wally, Bailey, Fergie.
Okay, those are cute names.
Yeah, my wife named Bailey. It's a little generic, but that's a 12-year-old dog, so she named her quite a while ago. Same. Wally, Bailey, Fergie. Yep.
Sounds cool.
You
cool. Had a cat for a little while before you gave it to your mom, right?
Yeah.
What's his name again?
His name was Kawhi.
Kawhi.
You learn a lot about a man by what he names his cat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure do.
I don't know how I feel about it.
No, I don't like it.
Kawhi, I thought he was that basketball
Stupid.
player.
I don't like it.
Stupid.
It was Kawhi Leonard. Yo, he was such a good cat, but I had to give him away. He was I was traveling a lot. I was competing, and I just realized I wasn't going to be around a crazy amount. And I got the cat because I thought, okay, cats aren't that needy. But every time I came home, he was like crying. He just wanted to play, and I didn't have the energy for it. So I ended up,
So basically,
it's crazy.
I have no energy for the shit.
Cat wanted to play, hated it.
What?
Got rid of him. That cat wanted to play, and I didn't like it.
Bro,
got rid of him.
Bro, when you're on prep and everything, all the little things get harder. You don't even want to go up the stairs.
Oh
my
God,
dog.
Yes.
Yeah, my dog bugs the shit out of me. I was drinking water just now right next to me. I wanted to be like, you quit fucking drinking water. You just hear him lapping. You're being too loud,
right? Boy, we get like that.
Yeah, I feel bad because I have to make a conscious effort to, because the Bailey is my wife's older dog. It's our dog obviously, but she had the dog when we got together. But she's just kind of neurotic and a little weird. She's just a kooky dog, and some of her little weird fucking things just drive me nuts right now. She always wants to go in and out, in and out, in and out. She's always at the door, wants out, and then wants back in, wants in, wants out. And I'm like, fuck, dude. I just sat down with my food. Fucking, you're staying outside.
Get those little doors. Get those little doors that are revolving.
Oh, we just bought a house actually, and the house has a little doggy door right out the back, so that'll be nice.
Justin, when do you move in?
So closing date is August 7th, and then the move-in date is because they requested a 2-week time period to move out. So it's the 24th. So it'll be after my shows. It's actually perfect because I don't really want to deal with
perfect time
moving house right now. Yeah, so I'll finish the show. So if I do Chicago, then Tampa, I'll come home, and then essentially a week later I'll be packing up and moving.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's good.
How far is it from where you live now?
2 miles. It's super close.
Oh, really? Easy.
Yeah, it's honestly it's where it's at is so centrally located. So it's like here's the house, then my farm is like right here, and then my dispensary is right here, and then my gym is just right here. So it's like perfect little loop.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yep. Antoine says hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
And
hello,
Nick says
greetings.
hi. Quinton didn't say anything. He's rude.
What? Wow. Unbelievable.
I'm just kidding. He said hello.
Hey, Justin, you were talking about how like your dog bothers you when you're prepping, right? You want to?
Yeah.
I can relate to that because me, it was actually worse for me. I was being like worse. I mean, so I love cuddles, right? Let's say for my fiance, like just like touches me or whatever when I'm off. I really like it. For some reason, near the show, she would do the same thing, and I was just like,
quit touching me.
I didn't want her to touch me. It's like I feel like she was doing it wrong, or it was just like I felt like such an asshole inside.
I know.
So
I know.
I would just sit there and just like like endure. It felt like I was enduring it.
I know.
They're
and
laughing right now, but
it's good though.
But it's like, man, why is it like that?
I don't know I really don't know what it is, but we all feel that way, and it's good to recognize it. Like I think this is the best I've handled like my relationship in a prep. It's not that I feel any different. I'm just navigating it differently, knowing like, oh, dude, you could totally be a fucking asshole right now, and you don't realize it. So just like you have to make a conscious effort to be a nice person.
I know
in these end stages of prep, like just the littlest shit bothers you.
That's it.
That's the one.
And then listen, if I used to like if Jasmine would tell me that like I was acting a certain way, I used to be like, you're tripping. You're full of shit. I'm fine. But now I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Cause you know how it is. You do a show, then you have a fucking cheeseburger. Then you go, what the fuck? I was an asshole, dude. Just like one cheeseburger.
Shouldn't get some good food in there. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That wasn't right of me.
Yeah. And it's so easy. It's like, it's toxic, but I start blaming her for shit that I know, like, I know that's my fault. I know it's me.
Guilty is charged.
Yep. So
I just reminded me, like, what?
Have I been better?
Go ahead, sorry,
Jasmine. She says I've been a lot better. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that's
good job.
She said
I heard it.
I didn't make her say it either.
I didn't make her say it.
I mean, she's on camera. I'm like, look at her. Like,
you better fucking say yes.
But it's tough. It's tough, dude.
Taylor, she's just here right now, and I asked her like, what was this specific thing? So she would take my hand and like just kind of rub it like that, and I was like, hold it, but don't rub. Because the rubbing would just irritate you.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to.
Yeah. Luckily,
when I was prepping, when else she could rub.
Yeah, Jasmine's not super like touchy, lovey like that, so it works.
See, I get to a point in prep where like I don't want to be touched. Like don't touch me.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm on the couch, like, we're chilling, relaxing. I got to move. Like, don't bother me. Don't touch me.
You just want to fucking recline your chair, watch your TV, not think about anything. You know how it
Maria is. She's a very affectionate person.
Yeah.
And when I'm to a certain point in prep, I'm just like, don't touch me.
Yeah. It's tough. But, it's usually short-lived. I mean, it's like last 4 weeks of a contest prep or something.
It is. Yeah, it's never that long. And as soon as you come out of it, you're like,
oh, dude, you're all lovey-dovey. Yeah, it's like that first like month post show is like such a perfect honeymoon phase where you gain like so much appreciation for these little things. Like you just like go out, like
regroup.
Yeah, you go out to breakfast with your wife and then come home and like cuddle on the couch. Like this is so fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Like so you kind of almost. It's really good to deprive yourself of that to kind of come on the back end of it and learn to appreciate those things. Go to a movie and
I wonder if they think the same thing.
I agree with this. I agree.
Yeah, go to the movies and like you're like I had a little bit of candy in the movies and you're just like, this is so cool. We held hands the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
this is awesome.
Yeah, we're like if you didn't just deprive yourself of that for 20 weeks, you wouldn't give a fuck. You'd just go just go.
I know.
I have a question for you guys. You ever have your lady like make a joke at you and you're like close to a show and like there's nothing inside funny. You don't even want to smile at it. You're just like
dude, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all the time.
Like that shit ain't funny.
It's like nothing they do can make you laugh. Nothing.
No.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know exactly how it is.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
For whatever reason, I do feel like this prep I have I haven't dealt with as much of that. And I talked about this like in a YouTube video I just did. I feel like, and I don't know how you guys feel, the last few times I prepped, it was through winter. So like I prepped, it was fucking rainy, it was cold, and like I prepped through Thanksgiving. My family was all like, you know, celebrating, and I was at home like sick eating whitefish because I got fucking COVID, and like, you know, it's just like dark at 5 p.m. and you're like, man, that's such a bummer. But right now it's like every night as soon as like the sun starts going down, I go out, I walk my dogs, and like I'm taking my shirt off during the day and walking around. I'm getting sun. Like I just feel like it's helped me so much. Well, yeah. I don't give a fuck. So like, it's helped me so much this prep, just doing it this summer opposed to during the winter. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but to me, it's been like a total game changer. I agree.
I think prepping during the summer is a lot easier and less depressing than
it is a lot less.
Wintertime.
Yeah, it's a lot less depressing. So I feel like, you know, dude, like when you look outside and it's dark and it's 5 p.m. and you're like, I got 3 more like no carb meals, and you get on the bike, you're doing cardio and it's dark and you just feel like fuck. But you know, a little bit of sunlight coming in, you just like go outside and go check the mail and the fucking
you feel better.
Yeah, for sure. You know, but I don't know, it seemed to have made a difference for me this year, and I definitely feel like it's helped me navigate this a lot better.
Right on, man.
Yeah. I got a question for Q, because Q, you're kind of like in a reverse spot of like what we're talking about right now, because Adair, she's been competing a lot and you're full off season. So how's that from that angle?
It's pretty much similar, but not as like, she's not as intense as we would be. Like she's still like really affectionate. Like she's just like, maybe not as much as like a month or two ago, but she's still like pretty affectionate. She's still like, this week she has a show on Saturday. This week, like it's tough.
Oh, nice.
Because like, you know that point, like she did 2 shows already like a month ago. I think she's just like, you know, she's been depleted for so long. Her body's just run down. Like this week, it's tough. You know, you can't really get much out of it. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, we'll hang out, talk and stuff. And that's about it. But I guess like when you understand it, you just got to kind of take it for what it is. But on the other end, it still sucks. Like, you won't enjoy it. You know, like I definitely don't enjoy parts of it, because it's like, I don't know, you get into a relationship because you see those signs, because you feel those things from that person, then you don't feel them from them for like weeks, right? So it's like you start to question if, you know, is this really what it is? Like, are we really where I thought we were? So it definitely is. It is a bit of a mindfuck. Like not long since like March. So she was in prep when we got together, but obviously she was not like lean. So she was still acting like, you know, pretty normal. Had a lot of energy. Was more fun.
Luckily, luckily you know exactly how these preps go, and you understand why she's feeling the way she is. So Jasmine did her first prep last year, and we'd been together for like 7 years at that point. But dude, I watched her just fade away into like a fucking shell of the person she was. And like, she would just be quiet and like disappear into the bedroom, just lay down in bed and then watch TV by herself. And I was just like, fucking perfect. Just do it. Like, I just was able to be like, this is for the years I've put you through this shit. Like, I really just bit my tongue and just like, fuck it. You know, I let her have it, you know, I really kind of leaned into that and just, you know, it just kind of, I just really gave her space. And, yeah, I mean, we all know what it is, man. So it's important to kind of
I think it's very important to have someone that just truly understands what you're doing and what you're going through.
I'm telling you, it was like game changer for her to go through it, for her to come on the back end of the prep.
Now she fully understands.
She gets it, dude. Yeah, she totally understands. Like right now, I'm 2 weeks out eating, you know, all these no carb meals, and she knows exactly how I feel. So it's like, it's very beneficial. It's nice.
What's the worst thing you hate doing right now?
Me,
Justin? Because you're 3 weeks out, right? What's the household like little task? Like, is it laundry, dishes? Is it something you fucking takes so much out of you,
dude? Well, I mean, you know how it is when we're eating 6 times, and like, I feel like I'm just constantly scrubbing my pans and fucking doing the dishes, and like, you know, that stuff's annoying. Like, I just feel like the dishwasher always needs to be emptied, and I'm always fucking turning and burning through plates and bowls. But I don't know. I'm in a pretty good routine right now. I don't feel like anything is too hard. You know, the only part of this stuff that you guys know sucks is like getting in the posing room post workout every day when you want to be eating and you're like, I just got to do 45 minutes of hard posing. Like, oh, it sounds like people who don't know how hard that aspect is. It's like, go do yoga when you're fucking starving and just like sit there and hold these fucking like aggressive, hard yoga poses. Like, people watch us on stage and they have no clue how difficult it is. When you see someone like Nick, like I'll give you praise here. When like Nick locks into a front double and doesn't budge for 15 seconds on stage, you're like, dude, it's so fucking hard. And then to transition and it doesn't even look like he took a breath. His stomach's completely flat the whole time. And you turn to the side and you like have no idea, hit a side chest. Like, people overlook that stuff. I mean, and then to double back to what we're talking about with Phil and Hassan, maybe that's exactly what the judges seen. They're like, well, fucking Phil was more put together in his posing, and that's how he edged him, because that stuff mattered a lot.
45-minute posing post-workout.
Yeah, about, I go in, I have like a timer on my phone that sets up 10-second rounds, or it's a 10-second hold, 5-second transition, 10-second hold for all the mandatories. And then I'll usually run that 3 times. I'll rest. I'll run it 3 times, rest. And then I'll just kind of run through like anything that I want to work on. And then I just like, a lot of what I'm doing is just like pulling up into front. I know my front double looks the best when I hit a vacuum. So I just pull that front double and I hit that vacuum. I try to hold that cocksucker as long as I can. So like sometimes I'll just go in there and I'll just hold like front double vacuums and just hold it. And then take 10 breaths, hold it. It's like right now, nice. I vacuum in my front relaxed. I vacuum in my front double. I vacuum in my front lat spread. That will gas you out in rounds because you're holding your breath the whole time.
Oh, for sure. Because you can't breathe during a vacuum. People don't understand that.
And I just know that's where my physique looks best. So I don't want to sacrifice on that. Like I can, like front lat looks just fine without the vacuum, but I know when I pull the vacuum, it's like, ooh, it's nice.
It's nuts.
Yeah. So I want to make sure that I'm able to like, come round 3 and they're like pushing us. Like I want to be able to fucking pull up into that vacuum, hit it,
Oh, yeah.
So that's the
so wait, you got a timer that goes like 10 seconds, beep, 5 seconds, beep.
Yeah, I'll show you guys real quick. It's like it's called interval timer. So interval timer. So you can see right here, it's like I don't know if you guys can see that. So it'll say work.
So it's I can't really see, but is it an app?
Yeah, it says that fucking for some reason anyway, so it says, there you go. Like it says, hold on a second. So like work 10 seconds, rest 5 seconds times 24. So that's 3 rounds of 8 mandatories, 10-second holds, 5 seconds of transition, takes you total 5 minutes and 55 seconds.
You'll have to send me the app because I'm going to start practicing soon.
And it's nice. And then I just put my headphones in and it just goes like beep, 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 beep. And then
no music, just like posing, no music.
And then I just run my posing rounds with that.
So you have music playing or just the beeper?
Yeah, I'll get some music playing sometimes, but sometimes I don't want like any external like. It almost is. It's just harder when there's no music, so you just sit there and grit your teeth and like my posing room is like there's no ventilation in there and the lights get hot, so it's like a hot fucking So I like fuck it, I sweat my ass off in there and I kind of like it. I almost like that. Like I thought about getting a fan, but I was like, nah, it sucks in here and that's good.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
I mean,
what I thought about doing
it sucks on stage, dude. Like when you're running rounds, like, dude, it sucks. It does. So hopefully, like you get on stage and maybe it's not, it's not post workout and it's not so fucking hot in there. Like maybe it'll feel easier.
Justin, I'm really excited to see you.
Well, thank you, Quinton. I appreciate it. I'm excited too.
3 weeks?
We're gonna get live stream for sure.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Would be cool to do like a watching party. Like
how far is Chicago driving?
6 hours. Oh, I could just drive there. What's the day?
I was talking to Dorian. Dorian at some point was talking about him and Mariah maybe driving down. And then I was thinking if you guys are coming down, like maybe I'll just go up afterwards and just hang out with you guys in Burlington.
Yeah, sure. I mean, especially if I'm going
to go to Tampa 2 weeks later, maybe I'll just fly out of Canada, like stay a week in Canada, then fly down to Tampa. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. And right now it's tough to think about all that shit when you're just like 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out.
I know. I mean, whatever it is, like sometimes like I know Regan loves like if he would go somewhere and do a little camp before, like he would like now you're like he's still in Vegas, but I mean sometimes I think he's done that before where he would come and then he would like stay for a certain amount of time in some place, just prep and zone in. And for example, some people would love being home more, but some people would benefit from being at Pure with all of us, like helping you with your posing and this and that. So yeah, it's up to you, man. We'll be there either way.
Pure is great. Honestly, that was like the one place. I mean, we've all traveled a ton and gone to a bunch of different gyms, but when I was there, it's like the most comfortable and at home I've felt at any other gym for sure. Yeah, 100%.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nick,
that's really cool.
Not until after the Olympia, man.
Okay.
See, you're an at-home fucking I mean, I get that. Home. Like right now, I couldn't imagine being anywhere else.
I do like being in my own environment, my own sanctuary when I'm in prep.
Yeah.
So
and I might want to just disappear home for that 2 weeks and go back to Tampa. So
it's up to you, man. Whatever you want.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. What's the date, Justin? Exactly?
July 22nd. Yeah, so I fly out the 18th. It's the fucking 3rd.
Am I back July 22nd? Cool. I think I'm going to drive down.
Dude, that'd be awesome. That'd be really cool. I should talk to Dorian. Because Dorian talked about maybe coming down. I'm not sure what they have scheduled, but yeah, it'd be fun. Then we can all go out and have a big dinner or something.
Yeah, sweet. I'm gonna. Adair's actually competing in Chicago too.
You'll be there.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't initially. Like I was thinking about. I just found out last night. I was thinking about it, but I'll talk to Dorian. So I'm gonna see him tonight. We'll see what he says. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a group of people there.
Yeah, it'd be super cool. I mean, I'd appreciate it.
Like if you hear some booze in the crowd, you'll know who it is.
I already, you know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So who else is doing Chicago?
So I think I just seen Patrick Moore's doing it. So right now, the only people I know that are doing it are me, Patrick Moore, and Blessing. But I'm assuming Hassan's going to jump in.
Did Hassan confirm it yet?
He didn't confirm it yet, but he's like took the judges' critiques, and we're still working, and we'll see on the next one. It's like the next one's Chicago.
Yeah.
Well, Vancouver. Vancouver.
Van before? Yeah.
Van's next. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe
he should do.
He might do Vancouver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should.
Does anyone know anybody doing Van?
No,
I don't. Dude, I don't know of anybody. Maybe I should do Van. When's
I didn't even realize Vancouver was next weekend.
Yeah. Fuck, man. It's funny. How many shows is there now?
Is there left?
I was talking about because Lee Priest and Milos were all talking that back then. That's why they competed a lot because there was only like a certain amount of shows. Besides the Grand Prix tours they had sometimes, they would like compete a lot, and because there was not a lot of shows, so you had to show up, right? And also there was no Instagram, so if you want to be seen in the magazine, you have to compete. So that's why like Milos did like 70+ shows, Lee Priest did a lot of shows, and that's why the caliber of the shows they maybe were better back then because now there's like a lot more shows and they are diluted by a lot more classes. Because for example, if Classic wasn't there, Bumstead would be a fucking great open bodybuilder right now.
No shit.
You would be probably like a lot bigger and probably for sure would be top 10 like everywhere he goes, right?
A lot of these guys.
So I think back then a lot of guys that would have done Classic today were like really good open guys.
Yeah.
Like Sean Ray, for example.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I mean? So I think maybe now what's happening is that, for example, Van Pro Show, like we don't even know who's doing it.
That's so weird.
So we get guys and maybe like even for me, like I won 2 pro shows, right? But they were not like Arnold's or like the Night of Champions back in the day. So I think sometimes the shows are a little bit easier now because there's a lot more shows with a lot more classes. But then you have shows like that are pretty stacked for no reason. Like Toronto Pro Show was pretty stacked this year, more than New York Pro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
which is interesting. Yeah,
that was weird.
So we'll see.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's like there's like pace.
But I also think it has a lot to do with the Olympia and the timing of the Olympia. I think if the Olympia was in September, then the whole lineup for these early shows, these spring summer shows, would be completely different.
Yeah,
you have a ton of guys that are going to be coming into these shows at the end of summer. Like I think Texas is probably going to be fucking jam packed.
Yeah,
I think Texas
with
is going to be very
Andrew,
packed.
Jack, Hunter.
Who do you guys got in that one?
Andrew or Hunter?
Yeah.
I gotta say Andrew, man. I mean,
Andrew.
Hunter's I love Hunter and he's a friend of mine. Just Andrew's so fucking crazy good, man.
Andrew's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think how was Andrew's conditioning at the Olympia? Was it better than the other show he did?
I think his best conditioning was the Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he was a little flatter at the Arnold than he was at the Olympia.
Yeah,
which was kind of the same problem.
He did lose a little bit of that pop that he's a guy that's still he's long and like tall, so like he needs that fucking pop and fullness. That's the freak factor that he rides off of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show. The Texas Pro Show. It's gonna be a good show.
I don't know. I might do it, but I'm not sure. Like it's Texas, Tampa, and then 2 weeks later it's Chicago, Tampa. 2 weeks later is Texas. But we'll just kind of see how it all plays out.
Yeah, we'll see. If you feel like it, do it.
Yeah.
Like, even if you win, sometimes you'd be like, oh, I could just this one for sure. Try another type of peak for fun. Like, or whatever it is, right?
Just stand next to more guys.
The thing is, like, I don't know if you – some people are like, oh, it's going to hurt my brand if I get third place after winning.
No, I don't think so.
Will it, though? Like, I don't know. So it's like it depends what you want to do, right? But if you would ask Milos would say just do all of them.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Of course he would. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I just have I have businesses and stuff that it's like essentially if I'm doing a show over 2 weeks for 6 weeks, it's like that 6 weeks I'm detached entirely from my 3 businesses. Like I can come and touch base and shit. I do, and I have business partners. My wife, obviously, the partner at the gym. My brother and I are partnered at my farm, my dispensary. So it is like taken care of, looked after. I have management in place, but it's hard to fully detach from everything I have here for that big period of time.
You got to pay your bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Well, I think we should maybe shut it off. Unless you guys want to talk about something else, but we got over an hour now already.
Yeah, we knock out an hour.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think
so.
With these, should we be aiming for a 60 to 90 minute kind of thing, or just kind of organically see where it takes us?
I don't know. It doesn't matter, right? Sometimes if we just want to keep talking, I mean, I love talking about bodybuilding. I love talking about all kinds of shit. So I'm sure it's fun.
I think in the future we should start setting up like a question box and getting some questions going, some fan questions.
From the actual like a
little IG question box and stuff
on Instagram.
Yeah, well, next time we'll do that for sure.
Yeah, we should do a post maybe, and
maybe we need to come up with a name. Maybe we do lock in pure bullshit. I don't know.
Pure bullshit. Come on.
Pure bullshit.
Nick likes
pure bullshit.
It. We'll have to run it past the boss man, Dorian, see if he's.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The thing is, we can name it whatever we want.
Bullshit.
Hey, I'm the bullshit king. Nick Trigg is gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we're
gonna fucking sue us.
Bullshit.
We're pure bullshit.
We're pure.
Pure bullshit.
Leave us some comments, some ideas.
Bovine excrements. All right. Well, good luck, Justin. With the next
Thank you, man.
You want to? So you want to do one every week, right? So we should do. I think we should do that. And if you're too tired, Mr. Shier, you can let us know. But I think it's a good distraction before your next meal, right?
I don't mind it. This is fun. I could definitely do next week. The following, I probably won't do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Perfect.
Oh.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and I guess I'll see you next time. And do you guys like the name Pure Bullshit? Comment below.
Pure Bullshit.
Radio.
All right, gentlemen.